and gentlemen, permit me to introduce to you a Congress of the Rough Riders of the World.
William Frederick Buffalo Bill Cody was born in February 1846 and passed away in January of 1917. He was an American soldier, bison hunter, and a showman. He was born in LeClaire, Iowa, United States. Buffalo Bill started working at the age of 11 and became a rider for the Pony Express at age 15. During the American Civil War, he served the Union from 1863 to the end of the war in 1865. Later, he served as a civilian scout for the U.S. Army during the Indian Wars, receiving the Medal of Honor in 1872. One of the most famous and well-known figures of the American Old West, Buffalo Bill's legend began to spread when he was only 23. He founded Buffalo Bill's Wild West in 1883, taking his large company on tours in the United States and, beginning in 1887, in Great Britain and continental Europe. In 1867, with the construction of the Kansas Pacific Railway, Cody hunted buffalo to supply railroad construction workers with meat. This endeavor lasted 18 months, and that's where he got his nickname. Cody is purported to have killed 4,282 buffalo. Cody later became world famous for Buffalo Bill's Wild West, a touring show which traveled around the United States, Great Britain, and continental Europe. In 1883, he performed with Annie Oakley in Buffalo Bill's Wild West, a circus-like attraction. Buffalo Bill's Wild West toured Europe 8 times, the first 4 tours being between 1887 and 1892, and the last 4 from 1902 to 1906. In 1895, Cody was instrumental in the founding of the town of Cody in northern Wyoming. The town was incorporated in 1901. Cody died in January 1917 and was buried in Lookout Mountain in Golden, Colorado, west of Denver, on the edge of the Rocky Mountains, overlooking the Great Plains.
Quiet. No sound.
We're audio challenged. Hi, I'm Annie Oakley, and I'm here to welcome you to MagicVision. I'll be one of your sharpshooters today for the Wild West show. But if you haven't already done so, go ahead and unmute yourselves. And now if you can hear me, say howdy, Annie.
Howdy,
Annie. Awesome! And I want to see all of you, so let's take a peek at everyone. Go to gallery view. And if you can see me, wave howdy.
Howdy.
Wonderful.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Now, throughout the night, if you see something you like, you know what to do, right? You gotta hoot and holler. You gotta say, Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Nice.
Yahoo.
All together now. 1, 2, 3.
Yahoo!
Woo! I always knew you guys had it in you. So let's go back to speaker view so everybody can enjoy the show in its big format. And I'll see you on the other side of the prairie.
Cute. I like it.
Howdy, season pass holders. Welcome to MagicVision. Greetings, my friends. I am Buffalo Bill.
Hooray!
How's everyone doing tonight? Are you ready for a show?
Yeah!
Woo!
Fantastic. We have quite a show for you. I was born in 1846, so I am the living reincarnation of myself. How many of you believe in reincarnation?
Oh, yes.
Well, welcome back. Reincarnation. What incarnation? I've got quite a few adventurous stories to share with you this evening. My show lasted for 30 years, Wild Bill's Wild West. And right here we have some very interesting cards, also known as the Dead Man's Hand. Now, I was only 11 years old when I met my best friend and who I considered my brother, Wild Bill Hickok. This was the hand he was holding in the last poker game he ever played. Let me show you something very interesting about these cards here. There was a lot of gambling going back on in the Wild West because they said there was money in cards. And I can prove it. Oh yes, harkening back to the days of the gold panning. Right now I'd like to show you a little magic with a pack of cards I happen to have right here. They're bicycle cards. I have a friend who peddles these. Now, as you can all see, all the cards are different. I'd like to invite the help of someone from the audience. Let's see. I see our friend Gus Lopez out there in Cheyenne. How you doing, Gus? Oh, good to see you. Can you see all these cards here? All these cards are in fact different. Yeah, you can? Well, if you could unmute yourself for a moment, sir. I'd like to just shuffle these cards up and you just say stop wherever you like.
Stop.
Right there? I can go further. You want to stop here? All right, you take a good look at this card, sir. That is your card. Now, Annie Oakley has traveled with my show for 17 years. She is a sharpshooter. Let's see if she can find your card in a very entertaining way. And welcome to the MagicVision Wild West. Well, let's have a big hand for Annie Oakley. She plumb shot a hole right through your card. Was that your card, Gus? I know it was. I could see it on the screen. Oh, wait, this isn't just any card, though. My magical powers tell me you've been married for a long time, haven't you, sir? As a matter of fact, on the other side of this card you chose, it says right here, Happy 38th wedding anniversary to you and Linda, all the way out there in Cheyenne. Let's have a rip-roaring round of applause for both of them. I'm somehow related. Now, you know, I am actually related to Buffalo Bill. It's got to be true. This here vintage comic book was actually written in 1953. And inside, it says right here, Buffalo Bill, you must be some kind of magician.
Oh. Oh gosh.
Of course, you can't always believe what you read, can you? But tonight we are going to have a great time celebrating the Old West, and I'm going to show you my magic powers too. Can everybody see? Watch carefully as my fingers never leave my hands. All it takes is a little snap like this. And let me show you something that is near and dear to my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless America!
Yeah.
Come on, we need it more than ever right now.
Yeah.
I'd like to share with you one of the most patriotic critters we have this side west of the Mississippi. Keep your eyes on that flag, and at the count of 3, everybody would say the magic words, MagicVision.
MagicVision.
Right, when I count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
MagicVision.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's our little fuzzy pal Norbert, the Magic Rabbit. How you doing today, Norbert? I'd like to take a good look at those folk out yonder. Yeah, you can say hi to Rich. Wave hello to Rich down in Lompoc. That's good. Wave hi to Kathy up in Oregon on the West Coast.
Hi, Kathy.
Oh, and all the way on the East Coast, our friend Valerie Kenyon. Wave hello to Valerie Kenyon.
Valerie, I see you.
Of course, we've traveled lots of canyons during our dusty horse rides, haven't we? What's that? Oh yeah, we got our friend Steve Stores out in New Mexico, our VIP holders, our season pass holders. We got Carol, Linda, and LT. So good to have y'all here with us tonight. Now, what's that? Yes, I told you my sweetheart Calamity Jane is coming. In fact, last time we were traveling across the prairie, this little critter told me to watch out for another little critter who looks like him, but is quite a different kind of animal.
There was a time when animals roamed throughout the untamed West that were just as wild as your imagination. Uncharted territory of the mind could not pan the gold from this outstanding creature who has been seen by very few eyes. The romantic consequence of a rabbit and an antelope with an unimaginable tryst. Is there such a thing as a jackalope? But it was upon wondering if what I saw was real, the playful jackalope started to tease me and get my trigger finger itchy. At 100 yards, I knew I'd been beat. That jackalope hopping around my bullets like wet frogs in a pond. Soon he was out on the prairie, blending in with all the other shadows. I'll probably never forget him, unless I do.
Well, what in Sam Hill do we have here? Hi.
Who are you?
My name is Jack.
Jack?
Yeah.
Jack? I never met you.
That's 'cause Buffalo Bill don't know Jack.
Well, now I do, sir, but I've never seen a creature like you.
Well, I'm a rabbit.
A rabbit?
Yeah.
Well, you've got horns.
A lot of rabbits are horny.
Not like that, I might say. What? You look like a cross between a couple of different creatures.
That's why they call me the Jackalope. Yeah.
Well, if that don't beat all, a jackalope. You know, in 1902, I partnered with John Bailey of the Bailey and Barnum Circus. We had a sideshow, and I'm sure he would have loved to have seen my jackalope. Has anyone ever heard of a jackalope before?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta really look out for them. You never know when they're gonna pop up. Oh, I think I saw one there. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Did
No,
I?
man.
Was there that?
Once you find a little group of them, they multiply like rabbits. Hold on a moment. I think I see a few of them. Let me try to catch one. I got one right here. Like I said, they do multiply like rabbits.
Whoa!
And the Buffalo Bill Wild West show is the only show you'll ever see with a guy juggling jackalopes.
Yay!
There you go. Sit down there, nice little buddy. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I was just feeling a little hoarse. There's a little horse.
Little horse.
I have to admit, that was probably a camera trick. You're going to see a lot of sleight of hand. For instance, you know what this is?
A quarter.
It looks like a quarter, but it's a quarter horse.
Oh.
There you go.
Well, and when you're out on the prairie, you have to watch for what we call sidewinders. They're little snakes. And you have to have some good luck to avoid them. Why, I know Calamity Jane's own boy was bit by a rattlesnake out in Colorado.
True.
By the way, speaking of good luck, did you know there was a guy who walked into Professor Einstein's office one day and said, "Professor Einstein, I noticed you have a horseshoe over your doorway." And Einstein says, "Yes, I do. It's a symbol of good luck." And the student said, "Well, Einstein, I didn't think you were particularly superstitious. Do you really believe in that kind of thing?" Wherein Einstein said, "Well, it turns out they work whether you believe in them or not." Now, I have a particular piece of card magic here. You know, Wild Bill Hickok and I did a show at one time together called The Two Bills. It was a double bill show. Now, he was known for his gambling, his prowess with cards. Unfortunately, he met an untimely demise when he cleaned out some boy who was quite furious at that. Now, Wild Bill Hickok gave him enough money for breakfast the next day, and what favor was returned? The boy came back and shot him in the back, dead, leaving him holding the hands of the aces and eights, which is known as the dead man's hand. And we don't have to choose an ace or an eight for this, but I'm going to show you a little magic called the Sidewinder card. With any luck, nobody will get bit. And if I could have the help of a person from the audience, so let's say, Peter Meyer, can you hear me? Oh, perhaps, Bill Devon Hutchin, are you out there? Can you hear me?
It doesn't help if you nod your head. I need to hear you too. All right, let's.
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, that's Bill. Let's have a big hand for Bill from Top Class Magic up in Sacramento.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Bill, you can see all these cards are different, yes?
Yes.
Would you please just name any one of these cards right here?
Name one?
Yes, just choose one.
King of Clubs.
Yeah, any card but the King of Clubs will do, Bill.
Okay.
No, I'm
Queen
just
of
kidding.
Spades.
I'm just
okay.
kidding. The King of Clubs is fine if that's what
okay.
you want. This one right here, right?
Correct.
Okay, well, it's funny that you say that because out of all these cards right here, believe it or not, the King of Clubs is known as the Sidewinder card. Let me show you how this works. The King of Clubs right there.
Okay.
Pull it out of the deck this way, sideways. Push it around like this. Now watch what happens when I push the card into the middle of the deck. I'm shooting out that way.
Wow.
King of Clubs.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were impressed. Nobody else seemed to like it.
Yes. Amazing.
Card in this way. Push it through one more time and watch what happens.
Yahoo!
It comes out that direction. That's crazy. One last time. Watch this lowly Sidewinder card. Don't forget, it's the only King of Clubs in the entire deck. Watch as it goes right into the middle. Very card you chose. I push it into the deck. Watch what happens.
Oh.
And let's hear it for Bill and the Sidewinder card. Now, during the old prospecting days, not only were people trying to make a living playing and sometimes cheating at cards, they were also prospecting for gold and silver. And why myself, I opened up a company with D.B. Dyer called the D.B. Dyer Mining and Milling Company. We also were looking for tungsten, which this beautiful ring is made out of right here. Tungsten was made for a military effort. It's a very strong material. Right now, we're going to see what our prospector's imagination can mine. So enjoy our prospector.
Ah, the old days, back in the West. And I mean the far West. Back when going really far west was like going to China. Well, I came to California and made a lot of money with the gold. How do you think I got this beautiful golden hat and this beautiful golden vest? Because I was smart, really smart. This beard looks like hair, but it's not. You see, my brain became so big, it spread out through my face. And yes, these are the dendrites and nerves in my brain, so that I could just think of something like a rainbow silk. And out it comes from my brain. See? You're just seeing an illusion. Of course, just my imagination. But I know it's powerful, and you can see it too. And if I imagine it disappears, I would place it in my hand like this, something like this. Not on my sleeve.
Yeah.
But you would
There, now it's started up
imagine
again.
smaller and smaller, because I'm imagining smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until it's so small it's the size of an atom. One beard hair, just like this. It's getting smaller. The size of an atom. It appears to be gone, but yet heavy, really heavy. And I wave it the other way, it comes back. It's powerful imagination. But people don't believe it because it's my imagination. It affects you because the electrical charges in my brain. I put it into my hand like this. People think it's in the hand, but some people think it's in this hand. But no, it's in the imagination, which is all illusion.
Well, folks, we're very lucky to know that prospector. He adds a lot to our production.
You know, there are over 650 folk in my Wild West show. I had Cossacks from Russia. I had German soldiers. I had Argentine caballeros and vaqueros, and over 100 Sioux Indian traveling with me. Right here I've got a sack, and inside is some jawea. The sack of jawea. Actually, it's a nickel. Not just any kind of a nickel. As you can see, it's a buffalo nickel. This one's a little larger than the nickels you're used to, but it's still just as magic. I could speak with the Indians through sign language. I could do magic for them. We could communicate. And that's one of the reasons I was chosen as a scout at a very early age. And I wanted to bring the Indians into my show to teach people about their ways and their magic.
Whoa!
Now, I know a lot of the gold miners didn't quite find what they were looking for. Seemed like some people had good luck with gold, and others, no matter how they tried, the gold just seemed to disappear. Sometimes they put a claim on a mine, and they would dig for years without finding anything. I myself have invested quite a few real estate, mining, and other opportunities. Not all of them worked out. In fact, in the end, it seems that my wife ended up with most of my land. But in the end, I entertained millions of people, even giving free shows to prisoners on a Sunday. And that's worth all the gold in the hills to me. Oh my goodness, I'm overheated. I'm overclipped by the thoughts of all the things that happened in my tour and show during those 30 years. This is an actual souvenir program from my Buffalo Bills Wild West. I'd just like to give you a little peek here at some of the things you might have seen back in the day. Well, since it was such a magical show, maybe we can take a time portal and show you an antique of piece of magic right inside of our very own magic shop.
Came in last night at 10:30. That baby of mine wouldn't let me in, so move it on over. Move it on over. Move it on over. Move it on over. Move over, little dog, 'cause the big dog's moving in. She's changed the lock on our front door. My door key don't fit no more, so get it on over. Move it on over. Scoot it on over. Move it on over. Move over, skinny dog, 'cause the fat dog's moving in. This dog house here is mighty small, but it's better than no house at all, so ease it on over. Move it on over. Drag it on over. Move it on over. Move over, old dog, 'cause a new dog's moving in. She told me not to play around, but I done let the deal go down, so pack it on over. Move it on over. Told it on over. Move it on over. Move over, nice dog, 'cause a mad dog's moving in. She warned me once, she warned me twice, but I don't take no one's advice, so scratch it on over. Move it on over. Shake it on over. Move it on over. Move over, short dog, 'cause a tall dog's moving in. She'll crawl back to me on her knees. I'll be busy over, move it on over. Move over, good dog, cause a mad dog moving in. Remember, pup, before you whine, that side yours and this side mine. So shove it on over, move it on over. Sweep it on over, move it on over. Move over, cold dog, cause a hot dog's moving in.
Well, I hope you're enjoying the material in the show so far. That last number had a lot of material in it. Now you might get a sense that I like to combine all the cultures, reminding people that we're all sharing this world together. Yes, a lot of diversity in our show. Woo! And the way I link things together right now is through believing in magic. How many of you believe in magic?
Yeah.
The more you believe, the more you'll see. Would you, Annie, pull on that rope? Make sure it is a strong piece. This one too. Now, if you're out on the prairie, you do have a few essential materials to work with. Rope is one of them. You have to know how to tie a knot. Can everybody see that is a real solid knot? Here's another one. Ravana, can you see this knot?
Yes.
Nice and solid, yes?
Solid. Yes.
Well, there's lots of different types of knots. Mr. Rick Heath, all the way out there on the East Coast. Do you know how to tie a knot?
Yeah.
You know how to tie a square knot? Look, I'll show you how to take a regular knot, blow on it, and turn it into a square knot.
Oh.
Got it.
Some people do not think that was funny. But this is how I've chosen to link our cultures together by combining over those 600 people in our show.
Whoa.
Look at that. Linking all of the world together. I'm magic. Now, I did the show so many times. When I performed in Glasgow, Scotland, I did my show backwards just to see if people would notice. They didn't. Just like you didn't notice how these came undone just now. And if you look carefully through this hole right here, it's another portal to one of our favorite friends, Norbert, the Magic Rabbit.
Whoa.
Chocolate rabbit for a special treat. A great big chocolate rabbit, sweet enough to eat. So I ate his ears on Sunday, his nose I finished Monday, and Tuesday I nibbled on his feet. I ate his tail on Wednesday, Thursday I kept on. By Friday he was going, Saturday he was gone. Oh, I loved my chocolate rabbit from the moment that he came. And if I get another one, I love him just the same.
Twix are for kids.
Mississippi, along Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. Took a little bacon and we took a little beans. Fought the British in the town of New Orleans. Fired our guns and the British kept it coming. Wasn't might as many as it was a mile ago. Fired once more, they began running on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeehaw!
Old Hickory said we could take them by surprise if we didn't fire muskets or we looked them in the eyes. Held our fire till we seen their faces well. Loaded up our squirrel guns and really gave a pill. Fired our guns and the British kept it coming. Wasn't might as many as it was a mile ago. Fired once more, they began to run on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeehaw!
That's right, folks. Not the kind of thing you see every day, is it?
Chicken!
Now there's this.
Whoa!
No! Elisa! Elisa down in SoCal, can you hear me? You haven't missed a show yet. We sure love having you here. That wasn't the chicken talking, folks. That was me, just in case you're wondering.
Oh, is that who that was?
This here is Ginger. Ginger has traveled across the entire U.S. with our good friend, Dr. Solar. Hello, Doc. How you doing up there? Good to have you back. Ginger was a gift to us by Dr. Solar, and though it was my job to shoot buffalo during the times I was feeding the railroad workers, there were poachers and sportsmen who shot way more buffalo than I ever did in the 2 years I was a hunter. Since then, I've become a vegetarian. Now, I think there's nothing better than chicken trust. And you can tell how much this chicken trusts me, or she wouldn't let me hypnotize her. Are you folks ready to see a hypnotized chicken?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Good, that's what's next in the program. Ginger, sleep. This is Ginger Chicken, ladies and gentlemen. Generally considered number 42 on the Chinese menu. Right now, you are seeing a chicken completely relaxed and completely hypnotized.
Wow.
I think I accidentally hypnotized the audience too, Annie.
Oh, I'm waking up.
Yeah.
Yes, silence in the audience, please, as the chicken is in a hypnagogic state. Till I snap my fingers.
Whoa!
I'm back to life.
Yay! He's back.
Good job,
Yeah.
Ginger. Good job. Oh my goodness, what's that? Okay, you want some ice cream? Oh, I know, you want to hear about the story of the Salt Lake Narwhal. Well, let me tell you something. Traveling across the country, I was about 31 years old when I've been out to Utah for the first time. This next piece is brought to us by Morton Salt. Now, when you're a magician, you learn to manipulate many different types of objects. But imagine 3,221 grains of sand. 3,220 grains of sand, that is. Did y'all see the sand go into my hand? Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Salt going into your hand.
Renee, do you see the salt in there?
Barely. I think it's
That's
there.
because it's completely disappeared.
Oh.
Now, some people might think it's my magic ring. But look, if I take off the ring, you can see there's no salt in there either. Until I wave my hand over it, ladies and gentlemen. Little magical gift from my sweetheart, Calamity Jane.
Oh. All right.
And now a visit to show you the tale of the Salt Lake Narwhal.
Oh.
My good friend Dr. Doolittle taught me how to speak with all animals. I made friends with a jackrabbit who told me the strangest story. It wasn't about the jackalope. It was a creature even more bizarre. It was first discovered by Calamity Jane. She could drink a gallon of whiskey and still shoot the tail off a pig at 90 paces. She was a sure shot, but also a real raconteur, a teller of tall tales. But I believe her because there was proof. It was 100 proof. Never one for tall tales myself. I tamed a wild dinosaur in Utah and pointed the way for Calamity Jane to find this strange creature 1,000 yards downwind. They say once the Great Lake had dried up, all that remained was the salt, and this whale of a creature had to adapt. Growing a unicorn-like horn, it could carve its way through the mounds of salt and remain hidden for hundreds, if not thousands of years.
Welcome to MagicVision. Welcome to MagicVision.
Well, I can tell this is going to be a big mystery because it's a big box of cards. What'd you think of the Salt Lake Narwhal, by the way? Did anybody heard of that before? Well, keep spreading the truth about it. Tell your friends.
Yeah.
I'd like to show you something real interesting right now. I have here a special card. In a moment, it's going to be a prediction. I'd like y'all to go to gallery view right now so we can get to know each other a bit. What a fine-looking group. Oh my goodness, Funny Bone, good to see you again, brother. Woo. And my man Dave, we went to different high schools together. Woo. Good to see you. There's Barry, oh, there's Steve. My goodness, what an interesting looking, are these our friends?
Yeah.
You can tell they're an odd looking bunch, aren't they?
Wonderful. Love it.
All right, I'd like to share with you the prediction, which I'm going to set right over here. It will never leave your sight the entire time. No bull. Well, I used to be a bull. Not anymore. You ever wonder why they call it cowhide when obviously the cow didn't? I'm looking now for some friends in the audience who might like to participate in a card trick. Oh, I see our friends Dale and Corrine. Hi, Dale and Corrine. How are you up in San Fran?
Love the out.
Right in the fog.
Fantastic. Well, I hope things have been going well for you. You know, the last time I went to do a card trick was in a sushi restaurant. I asked the sushi chef to cut the cards, and he did, but not quite like I thought.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
So as you can see, my friends, I have here a pack of cards which have been cut in half. So instead of 52 cards, there's twice as many, which is a lot of cards.
That's good.
Well, they say there's 3 different types of people. Those who are good with numbers and those who aren't. You can see all the cards are mixed up, just like your friend Buffalo Bill. I'd like to ask our friend Dale and Corrine. Dale or Corrine. I don't know how you make your decisions together. But let's say I'll just run my fingers across the cards like this, and I love your headdress there, Dale. Corrine, I love yours too. I'm glad you got all dressed up for this shindig.
I had to pull the plug on that bison over there.
Oh my goodness. You can see how they work things out. Huh? All right, Corrine, you're the one with the gun, so why don't you just say stop as I'm moving my finger along the deck of cards. Stop anywhere you like.
That one. Yeah, I shot that one.
Okay. I'm glad there's a screen protecting us, Annie. Are you sure you want this one? Because I could go further, I could go back. You want this one or a different one? This one?
That one.
Okay. All right, this one right here. This will be your
Sure,
card.
you're happy.
Yes.
I'm going to set this right over here by the prediction. We'll never leave your sight the entire time. Thank you very much. Let's have a big hand for our friends Dale and Corrine up in San Francisco. Woo!
Hey.
I'm going to choose another volunteer. Let's see here. Oh, we have our friend, I believe that's Valerie out there on the East Coast, where it's 3 hours later, along with Renee. Valerie, can you see all these cards are different?
Yes.
All right, you can see it's half a deck. Once again, I'm just going to move my fingers along the cards like this, and you just say stop wherever you like.
Stop.
Right here? This one? This one right here?
Sure.
Okay, so this is your pack. Thank you very much. And now, folks, if you would please go back to speaker view, we're going to see if my psychic prediction worked out. I haven't really seen it myself yet, but I will tell you, I come from a whole family of psychotics. Being psychic is a gift. In fact, I actually won the annual Psychics Award for the year 2025. As you can see, these two halves match exactly.
Wow.
And they match my prediction.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
They do look the same.
Carriage. Get the stagecoach warmed up, will you? Now, actually, Valerie, Corrine, I have to ask you, which one of you guys screwed this up?
Oh, no.
No.
I'll
Actually,
take the
neither
blame.
one of you.
I'll take the blame.
It's just
I'll
a
take
little
the blame.
extra Buffalo Bill magic, because it matches my prediction exactly.
That's really good.
Excellent.
First time that worked out, isn't it? Well, we have friends from all over the world here in the show tonight. And we also have somebody who is celebrating Rosh Hashanah. It's the Jewish New Year. It's the second day of the Jewish New Year. Could we have a big hand for all of those practicing Rosh Hashanah? In fact, one of our
Happy
friends
New
made a
Year.
special painting just for us. Check it out. Nice. Isn't that nice? Let's have a big hand for that artist. It's unsigned, but what a piece of art. He said it's a rabbit.
Yeah.
Jackalope.
Not a jackalope. Wait, I think I hear another little rabbit coming. Another little critter. What's that? What's that you say? One of your cousins is in trouble? Oh my goodness. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? One of his little cousins has been unfairly incarcerated by that evil sheriff, Black Bart.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he set him up. We're going to have to save him by magic.
No.
Now don't you be messing with me in this here town, 'cause I'm the sheriff. Don't you be looking for trouble. Oh! Oh, goddamn! I told- Excuse me, folks. I've got to stop this here poker game because this little bunny rabbit has been caught cheating. He had extra ace of spades up his, in his ear. So I'm just gonna have to confiscate this here winnings. Don't worry, You all get your money back in no time, but for now, it's evidence. You see? That's right. Evidence. Yeah, that's right. So, you're coming with me, Rabbit. You're under arrest. Come with me to the jail. Now, the reason why I arrest you, little varmint, is because you were caught cheating at poker. So I'm going to give you a few days in this jail cell to think about what you've done.
Funny. No. This is a friend of his, I think. Oh.
I'm just counting the evidence. That's all I'm doing right now. Just counting the evidence against you. Now you just get some sleep right now. It would take Buffalo Bill himself and all his Wild West performers to get you out of this prison cage. Wait, what? Where'd you go?
Oh!
You vanished in thin air.
Whoa! Where'd you go?
Whoa, what's that? Whoa! There's something in my boot. There's something in my boot. It's a snake! Why did he have to spoil my plans? I had it all coming to me, but Dr. Doolittle, I can't stand that, man.
Funny.
And my friends, Black Bart is spending his life sentence in Miami currently. What's that, Norbert? Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome for freeing your relative. By the way, you know, Norbert here is also a shapeshifter. How many of you would like to see him turn into a duck?
Yeah! Hey.
All right, so, Funny Bone, have you ever seen Norbert turn into a duck?
No, I haven't.
Well, you haven't seen all the shows then, because we've already done it once. So good, we're going to do it again.
Yay.
Now, this does require a bit of your imagination. So I'd like you to pretend now, instead of a rabbit, this is going to be a duck. Instead of cute little ears, this will be the bill of the duck, and the duck will be looking that way. So if you see the illusion of the bunny rabbit turn to a duck, then clap your hands. Come on, folks, this isn't so easy for a rabbit. Or a duck swimming backwards.
Duck! Woo!
Just one of the many things you'll see in my Wild West show. I also travel with a whole herd of buffalo to show people the beauty and the majesty of these creatures. Being that you're such a kindly audience, would you like to see how one of these magic tricks works in slow motion?
Oh,
sure. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
How about you up there, Rhea? Carla? Oh, Dale, I love that white t-shirt you're wearing. Looks real sharp tonight. Here we go, everybody. Watch carefully. The Vanishing Rabbit. Now, I'll count to 3. When I do, we'll say the magic words, Wild West. But given that I'm performing this in slow motion, we gotta say it in slow motion, too. Here we go, the Vanishing Rabbit. See if you can catch the secret in slow motion. 1,
Wild.
2, 3.
Whoa.
Whoa! Miracle!
Where'd it go?
Never left my hands, did they? Now, believe it or not, that's how a lot of people think magic works. But that was technically a camera trick. And speaking of tricks, we're going to take another trip for our magic shop. Check out what's next.
Rolling. And now for some real corny magic on the Wild West Magic Show.
Oh, whoa! Oh, what a chicken.
So what in tarnation is this thing? It's like some black Bart might have sent me to punish me. Although it is very beautiful, it reminds me of the Native Americans, the ones I like to call the first Americans. How they would use every part of the buffalo, and they would use the feathers and things around them to make beautiful decorations. So I don't know what the heck this thing is. Let me show you, we can't just do a spell of magic with it. Here I have an antique box. As you can see, there's nothing inside. Once again, I'll clap my hands 3 times. Everybody say, Wild West!
Wild West.
West! Not sure that was everybody, but close enough. Let's take a look and see what happened to that beautiful feather.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's our friend Paloma!
Oh, Paloma.
How are you tonight, Paloma? Come on out here and say hi to these fine folks.
Hi, you guys.
Wave hello to our Bill Devon Hutchin up in Sacramento. I know he has a lot of doves too. Dr. Stolar. Oh, wave hi to Kim. LT. Yeah. And of course, Iron Man down in Lompoc. Wave hello to him. I'm just going to take a little hair off of my mustache, tie it around Paloma's tail. If you stretch your imagination, you'll see that hair get longer and longer and longer. Now watch. Whoop. Whoop. Hello. Thank you. Thank you, Paloma. Now I've got another piece of rope right here. This one I learned from an Indian, but not a Western Indian, an East Indian. We're going to do a version of the Indian rope mystery right now. Stay right there. Everybody concentrate on this here piece of rope. I snap my fingers, pull on the rope, and look, it becomes stiff as a board. a la the famous East Indian rope trick. Wilma climbs up onto the rope to the thunderous applause of the audience. And when she steps off, the spell is broken. Voila! Oh, what's that? Oh, I think that's a good idea.
Impressive.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
That's my special snake shooting gun. Shoots a snake every time. I hope you could imagine some wonderful Wild West music as you enjoyed that video, because I've been enjoying this 75-cent ice cream cone from Great America the entire time. How many of you like ice cream?
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ice cream for
Well, here's a cone for you.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, and here's one for you.
Oh, mango.
Oh, and here's one for you.
Oh, wow.
Another one for you.
Oh, thank you.
I scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Oh.
And we have a lot to celebrate. You know, we got another, I think, special occasion this evening. But before we get to that, I'd like to choose someone else in gallery view. Help me with a little bit of mental magic. By now, as you all might know, I am in fact mental. I'm gonna prove it one more time with somebody who has not yet helped. Well, how about Dave Hohen up there in San Francisco? Good job, Dave. How you doing tonight?
Doing all right there, Buffalo Bill.
Excellent. Well, looks like you and I have a little hairy face contest going on there, sir.
I certainly do. Don't know where it came from, but it sure is okay by me.
Looks like he's been prospecting himself a bit, doesn't it, Annie?
It sure does.
All right, now, David, I'd like you to use your mind for this next piece of magic. As I was mentioning to you earlier, the dead man's hand, my good friend Wild Bill Hickok was holding when he was shot, was composed of aces and eights. So, Dave, would you name either the aces or the eights?
Yes.
Hey, but not just in your mind, sir. You have to say it out loud for the benefit of those.
I'll take the eights.
The eights. All right, so out of the eights, there's red eights and black eights. I'd like you to concentrate on one of the colors.
Okay.
Tell us what color you're concentrating on.
Black.
All right, so you've chosen the eights, you've chosen the black. Out of the two black eights, there's a club and a spade. Now this time we're gonna do it one last time. Concentrate on both of those cards, a club or the spade. Name one.
Club.
We'll throw that one away, and we're left with one card, which is the
spade
of. Could anybody help our friend Dave out for this?
Spade of spade.
Yeah, you were going to say spade of eight, which is backwards. But you know, when I took our Wild West show to Glasgow, Scotland, and Linda and Gus, that's a place I recommend you go see. I actually did my show backwards just for the fun of it to see if anybody'd notice. Nobody did. So what card are you concentrating on now, Dave?
Oh.
I guess, again, help them out.
Eight of spades.
Keep thinking of that card, ladies and gentlemen, and let's take a visit to our dancer friend, Miss Kitty Litter. Little recap, Dave picked the 8 of spades out of the aces and 8s. He could have picked any one of those 8 cards. Keep your mind on the 8 of spades. Here's Miss Kitty Litter.
See how many notes or anything? Yeah.
We'll all be gum, the 8 of spades!
8 of spades!
Woo! Yahoo!
Oh my goodness, Dave, you and Miss Kitty Litter have a special connection. Wait a moment, this is another magic card. Because look on the back of it, it says...
Happy birthday, Ravana!
Our very own Kitty Litter, played by Ravana. And this ice cream's for you. So is this cake. Everybody say happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Ravana, it's now time for you to blow off the candle on your cake.
Okay.
Good job. Now wipe off your screen. There's spit on it.
Happy
If you
birthday.
beg my pardon, instead of enjoying the calories from this fine ice cream cone, I think instead I'll have a shot. After all, this is my special Buffalo Bill shot glass. Just one of many unique
That's cool.
pieces from my very own museum, created in 1927. And this is the first program from the opening of my museum where I'm buried out on Lookout Mountain in Colorado. I don't have time to go through the whole thing right now, but you get the idea. This was also published in 1927.
Wow.
It's a very old program. And here's something else we hope you enjoy. Because I was a skilled marksman and I could shoot more buffalo than anyone, it was my fame that preceded me when I was traveling on my way west towards Cheyenne, Wyoming. People knew I was familiar with buffalo in all walks of life and animals, including those crazy dinosaurs that you see throughout the West.
Since I grew up in LeClaire, Iowa, I was always amazed by the new things I'd see as I traveled. And word got out real quick that Buffalo Bill was coming to town. Not only did they paint a bunch of amazing posters, but they even celebrated me by erecting a buffalo in the capital of Wyoming, Cheyenne itself. They cleared a field and let me go and approach the buffalo, knowing that we have become friends. Having arranged a private automobile Model A, I was escorted round town to the best parts Cheyenne had to offer. All the finest folk came out to pay tribute to me in all of my famous escapades. They offered up their finest band and finest horses for my pleasure. And in the end, after all of this, they even built a monument, which is now located outside of Denver, Colorado, on the top of Outlook Mountain. Yes, the folks of Cheyenne had realized one of the greatest American Wild West heroes was in their midst. I'd like to thank all the fine folks who have made me the first American hero through all the dime novels and stories told about me and the Indians. This here is a Kachina doll. I've always appreciated the artwork of the Native Americans, first Americans. The Kachinas are figures they dream up. They represent something of their spirit, and they perform an amazing Kachina dance. Now I myself have come quite in tune to attract an animal or a man, wherever he or she might be. And it is with great honor to the arrow that I'm going to put my own head on the line for this next illusion. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge of a dozen arrows.
Ladies and gentlemen, did I ever tell you about the time I took 10 Indian arrowheads to the head? It's true. Well, rather than me tell you about it, let me show you with a little aid of my magic water.
Thank you, my friends. 25 arrows through the head. For my name is Buffalo Bill. Maybe it's time to make these arrows disappear.
Whoa!
How'd the latency work that time with this technology, okay?
Yeah, very good.
Well, that was to pay tribute to all the Buffalo and Indians. We wish everybody well. We have one final illusion for you tonight. Has everybody had a good time with us?
Yeah!
We'd like to thank again our season pass holders, our VIP ticket purchasers, which are helping out Red Way Horse Camp, rehabilitating old horses. Red Wings horses. The horses fly?
Yeah, let me make the announcements. Hi, I'm Annie Oakley. I'm pushing out Buffalo Bill for just a few minutes, just to thank you for supporting Red Wing Sanctuary for horses to live out their days in the pasture. Thank you so much, especially to Rich, Stroud, and Barry Beauty. Thanks so much, and thanks to all our season pass holders. And we got a special announcement, because next year is our 25th year anniversary for the Magic Bazaar! Hot darn! Yeah, and we're going to have a special celebration, so please save the date. April 29th, a very special date for more than one reason, but we're going to be celebrating at the capital of California, right here in Sacramento. So please save the date and we'll have more details as we get closer. Buffalo Bill, I think he might have one more thing before we see our next piece of magic.
Yes, I was about to say before I was shoved away, I have a special gift for Annie Oakley. She puts a lot of hard work into this show. Annie, this is a special pack of cards for you from my museum.
Oh, wow!
There you are.
That's
Congratulations.
awesome. Thank you.
You really are. Here's your ID card.
What?
Miss Annie Oakley. There you go. You better stick that in your wallet.
Look how I looked so different when I was younger. Thank you, Buffalo Bill.
You're so welcome, Annie.
That's awesome. So nice working with you on the Wild West show.
I also have something for my sweetie Calamity Jane. It's a little mule sticker. And a little coaster that's going to go underneath the drink I buy for you the next time we're in Old Town Sacramento.
Oh.
Now we're all ready for the grand finale.
Yeah. Oh, not quite the grand finale. Aren't we going to see some chickens?
Oh, would you folks like to see some more chickens?
Chicken.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chickens. Let's see chickens.
How about you up there in the bleachers? You want to see some more chickens?
Yeah.
Right, we'll have over 6,000 people watching tonight, so let's put our hands together.
Yeah. Chicken.
Yeehaw!
Let's talk about it.
I don't see anything, but anyway.
Magic chickens.
That was the penultimate mystery. That means there's just one left for this extra long show to bid you farewell for our last live Zoom show of the year. We will have an offer in for our season pass holders in December. This is our last live Zoom show of the year. Have you all enjoyed it?
Yeah!
I'd like to thank our season pass holders, Rich, Kathy, Valerie, Steve, Carol, Linda, and LT. Let's have a big hand for all of them. Again, happy birthday. Oh, and Albert Ping Pong on the East Coast. That last illusion was dedicated to you. Let's hear it too for Lisa, Dr. Solar, Huey, Renee, Peter, Dave, Jim, Ray, Carla, Bill, John Barry, Funny Bone, and Dale. Now for our last offering. Watch carefully. It's time for payback, Annie. Remember those arrows you stuck through me? Ladies and gentlemen, retribution.
Uh-oh.
Peace.
I can see her lying back in her satin dress in a room where you...
Welcome to MagicVision. We are the Rough Riders.
You better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. She's been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream, and she don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. I can picture every move that a man could make. Getting lost in her loving is your first mistake. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning when I'm losing again. dressed in her faded jeans. She's a hard-loving woman, got me feeling mean. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better, when I'm feeling no pain. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning, when I'm losing again.
Let's hear for Annie Oakley, our sharpshooter. Sword avoiding. Amazing.
Yeehaw!
Raconteur. I'd especially like to thank Calamity Jane. Let's have another big hand for her. And our dancer Ivana, aka Miss Kitty Litter. Thank you, Flash Dragon, for all of your graphics. And thank you to our menagerie of critters, Jack A. Lopez, Ginger the Chicken, Paloma the Dove, Norbert the Magic Rabbit. Oh, gosh, so dynamic. Hold on a minute. Hold on, I think oh, no, not again.
Snake.
Yeah, I got another
Yes.
snake in my food. Anywho, on behalf of all of us, we hope you had a good time with Buffalo Bill's Wild West tonight.
Thank
Now, for those of you who do have a wee bit of extra time, I have composed a 4-minute visit to my museum. We're going to take a short break, show that one last video, and if you'd share a few minutes of your time with us afterwards, we'd be glad to meet you. Otherwise, see you down that dusty trail or next summer in Wyoming. Thanks so much for coming to MagicVision.
Woohoo! Yay!
That goes 2 8s. Ah.
Tonight down here in the valley, I'm lonesome and oh how I feel as I sit here alone in my cabin. I can see your mansion on the hill.
Welcome to Lookout Mountain, Colorado. This is one of the most beautiful places on earth. From here, you can see 4 states. And this is my final resting place.
The story mansion on the hill. The lights shine bright from your window. The trees stand so silent and still. I know you're alone with your pride